whores in this house. There's some 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 whores in this house.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So right now I'm going in and filling in the top part of my brow. I did do my other brow off camera, so right now I'm just going to be filling in the top half because we're going to go through with the bottom half with some details. Going in with some duo lash glue, we're going to be going down the little hairs that I do have. We don't want any hairs to be poking out of the eyeshadow that we're going to lay down later. So right now I'm just going to be blending that duo glue in and then going through with a spoolie to brush it out. I'm going to be taking my Lux Pro loose powder and actually pressing that into the duo glue just so that we can give ourselves a blank canvas. Of course, you know we have to brush out any loose powders just to make sure that we don't have any mess. Going in with my James Charles palette, I am going to be going in the shade purple and then that lime green color. I'm actually going to be recreating the stripes that was in the background of the music video. Taking some of my NYX eyeshadow base, I did go through and carve out exactly where I would like my brow to be arched and how far down I wanted it to stretch. This is a very important step because it does make sure that your eyebrow colors do pop and makes it more vivid. Taking my NK translucent powder, I did go through on top of that eyeshadow base and make sure that I set it in place because I do not want the product to be too watery. I want everything to be matte before I lay down any color. Now on to the fun part, we're going to be going in with that purple shade and actually laying down our first stripes. What I did leave some space in between each stripe just so that I can have more room to lay down my green. Now taking that green shade, I'm actually going to go through and fill in the blanks. So I did try some new concealer today. I did come to the conclusion that I did not like it, but it did do what it needed to do for this video. So right now I'm just carving out my eyebrow. Just to make the brow more detailed, I did go through and put a slit right in between where I put the stripes and then my main eyebrow color. Taking a sponge, I am going to go through and blend out the extra concealer. To prime my eyelids, I did go through my NYX eyeshadow base in the shade white. I did want to use a white base just so that the green and the purple can pop on my eyelids. And you know we don't do anything until everything is dry and tacky. Once it's dry and tacky, then we can go through and blend it from the bottom onto the top. Going back in with the translucent powder, I did set my entire eyelid with that just to give it a matte base. Moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm going in with the purple shade. The same way that I did my brows, I am going to lay the purple in random spots and leave spaces open to lay the green. I did go through and clean off the brush so I could go through at the top and actually blend out the edges. Now taking that green shade, I am going to go through and actually fill in the blanks and actually do the exact same steps. Moving on to cutting my crease, I am going to use my Pilou Space in the shade 2, but I did mix it in with the NYX eyeshadow base because I didn't want it too dark. So I am going to go through and carve it out in a wing cut crease. After blending out the excess concealer, I'm going back in with the green shade and I'm actually going to really trace out exactly where I carved out the crease just to make another liner. Taking the same base that I made for the cut crease before, I'm going to go through and actually wing out this cut crease as well. Once everything was fully carved out, I did go through and blend out the excess concealer. Taking the purple shade, I am going to go through and actually do the exact same thing that I did with the green. I did want to make sure that the purple was a little bit thinner than the green, so I did go through and carve that one out a little bit thinner. Going in with my e.l.f. eyeliner, I did go through and give myself a very small wing just to give my eyes a little bit more detail. To pop off this look, we're going to go ahead and add some holographic glitter. I will actually leave the link below in my description box on exactly where I purchased this glitter from. I like to apply my glitter with Duo Lash Glue because it just makes everything so much better and it makes it easier to apply. So if that wasn't enough glitter for you, I did go through with my purple and green glitter just so that I can go through and add a little bit more pop to this eyeshadow look. I felt like it was a little bit too dull for me, so I went through and added some more glitter. To make the eyeshadow a little bit more sharper, I did go through and clean up the edge of my eyeshadow with some concealer. Time to get into this face. I am going in with my Ruby Kisses Drop Foundation. I'm going to be laying 2 dots on each side of my face and then blending that out with a flat stiffling brush. Going into my holy grail, my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Y'all, I am running out. That's why I didn't use it earlier, but I am going to place that in all my highlighting areas. As we should all know, when I do go through and blend out my concealer, I do like to start with the center of my face with blending out my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, as well as my chin area. I like for my eyes to be more tacky, so I do save those for last. When I do my under eye, I do like to press the powder immediately after blending it out. So now we're just going to dust off all the excess powder. Going back in with my James Charles palette, I'm going to be taking that dark shade for my contour and then the orange shade for my blush. Sis, if you know this is my favorite highlighter, okay? It's something about this highlighter that just make my skin so glowy. I got this actually from a beauty supply store. It's the Ruby Kisses highlight, and it is so bomb. Moving on to the lashes, I am going in with these lashes that I purchased from my cousin. I did leave her Instagram in below. She does ship, and these lashes are so bomb, like so bomb, sis. Look at them. As I waited for my lashes to dry, I did go through and actually started on my lips. I did go through on my NYX dark brown lip liner, and then also went on top of that with a dark purple lipstick. And y'all should know me by now, I gotta add gloss to every lippy because I just love my gloss. I love it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply those lashes now that they're tacky and y'all shook. Okay? Them lashes pop it off. Just to make my eyes a little bit more wider, I did go through with my NYX eyeshadow base and actually place that in my waterline. Now it's time to get this hair laid and I'll be right back. And sis, it's the eyes for me. It's the lips for me. It's the eyeshadow for me. It's the hair for me. Like, y'all, this entire look just snapped for me. Like, look at the details. Like, if you guys enjoyed this look as much as I enjoyed creating this look for y'all, make sure you go through and hit that like button. If you have not already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more videos. Thank you.
There's some whores in this house.